Greetings, Guardians! Welcome to the 37th episode of the DTR Podcast. My name is Jay. I am the content manager here at the Tracker Network, and joining me this week are my wonderful co-hosts. First up, we have J Ram.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
What's up?
Welcome.
Next up, we have Dan. What's up, man?
Hey guys, what's going on?
What's up? Plasmic Leaf.
Salutations.
What's up, man? And welcome back, Puban. What's up?
Woo. Yo, what's up, everybody? I missed you guys so much.
You haven't been here for a while, man. We missed you.
I know, I missed you guys.
Our guest this week is SheSnaps. Welcome to the show.
Hi. I feel like we're like a part of the Brady Bunch here with these boxes stacked all over each other.
Oh man, where's Alice?
Alright, guys.
We just need like you two to look down. We need some looking over. I can look up and like wave at everyone in our little boxes.
We should try that later. But alright, guys. So before we kick off the show, I do have a few announcements to make. So you guys can find us on iTunes, Podbean, and the Google Play Store at Destiny Tracker Podcast. We do record the show every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern live on twitch.tv/DestinyTrack. If you guys would like to support the show, you guys can subscribe on iTunes and leave a review, and make sure to follow us on Podbean. You guys can also support the show through Patreon. We have some really cool sweet rewards, such as a drawing of your Guardian and a DTR t-shirt. Also, make sure to check out the other podcasts here at DTR. We have the TheRNGCast, Down and Under, Rabbit Hole, TheRNGCast, and Massive Breakdown. You guys can find all of these podcasts on iTunes and Podbean. So, Snaps, I'm going to throw it over to you. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do here in the community?
Or a lot. You can tell us a lot.
Or a lot about you, yeah.
You can't say that to me. I mean, I'm a broadcaster, man. I will ramble forever. This podcast will disappear before your very eyes. I play mostly Destiny, other FPS games. I broadcast. We focus a lot on viewer interaction in my channel, but we might be getting more into competitive again with Destiny 2. And we do mental health awareness streams and sometimes creative, and we just like supporting other people in the community. That's why we got the pizza party.
Nice. So how did
Pizza
you
party,
come
best stream team out there.
So how did you come up with your name, SheSnaps?
It was, I gotta find this piece of paper. I sat down to come up with some new names when I decided to start streaming, and this was the second one on the list. And I like made the list, went down, read them out loud, and I got to the second one and was like, yep, that's the one I need to go with. I figured since I have a tendency to rage once in a great while, like it never happens. You guys have probably never seen it. But like that combined with my photography, it just fit.
Nice. So what was the first name on that list?
I wish I could remember. That's why I said I wish I knew what I did with that list. Because it was like, it was a couple of she names and some other random things that like probably don't make any sense. And then as soon as I read SheSnaps out loud, I was like, oh, I like that. That could be me. And then it was.
So how did you come up with the name Pizza Party?
I fucking love pizza.
I do too. I live in New York. I love pizza.
Just had it for dinner.
Can you be nice at least and like acknowledge that New York and Chicago have good pizza?
I've never been to Chicago, so I don't know, but I guess it has good
Jay,
pizza.
just give her what she wants.
All right, fine.
Just give me the
Chicago.
truth or I'm gonna break
Just say yes.
Yeah,
Thank
Chicago
you.
has nice pizza.
I've been to both.
Nice
They have
pizza. That's
equally
like-
good pizza.
That's like something your grandmother would say, like, yes, your pizza is nice. It's very nice.
It has cheese and sauce.
Mm-hmm.
So, question: what toppings you like on your pizza? What is your
Pepperoni
favorite?
standard.
Yes. Okay. Good.
Mm.
But pepperoni and jalapeno is like my like, well, pepperoni, bacon, and jalapeno if I want to be like, you know, really going to town on some za and regret it the next day.
How do you feel about pineapples on pizza?
I gotta go, guys. This is
Okay. All right. So Dan,
Why does everyone hate pineapple?
I know, right? I don't know.
Dude, I love it on pizza.
Thank
I
you.
like
Pineapple
pineapple,
so good.
but like, I don't know. Meat cheese.
All right. So Dan, you first. What questions do you have?
Okay. Will you be running a hunter in Destiny 2?
C.
C. Okay. How many of them?
Well, shit, I'm gonna be on every console. I'm on Xbox, PC, and PS4. I honestly considered starting a couple of different ones, like starting on PS4 on one, and I don't know. We'll see, but probably Hunter on all of them, just so that I don't feel totally lost when I'm switching between them.
Right, that's awesome. So I asked Twitter, and one of the questions we got was, who do you think is Batman?
I am Batman, obviously.
That's what I am Batman. That's what I am Batman said you'd say. So that checks out.
He knows. Yeah, the story is loosely based on my life. They changed some minor things to protect my identity, but I trust you all won't spread that around.
You just said that on a podcast.
Nobody listens to this thing anyway.
I'm still Batman. Fuck you guys. Come at me, bro.
Just, go full Iron Man. Just press conference. I am Batman.
Exactly. I should do that. Just get real cocky with it. I don't have any superpowers, but I've got a belt full of shit.
There you go. That's all for me. That's the Danfinity 3.
All right. Puban, you're next.
All right. So, Snaps, you are, first of all, for those of you out there watching, Snaps is the first streamer I ever subbed to, and I'm very fortunate to be able to, have known her now for a while, and I follow, Snaps, I follow your stream really, really closely. With everything you do for sort of mental health awareness, what are sort of some of the most common things that you find in other gamers as far as things maybe we have going on behind the scenes? And what sort of advice do you maybe have for dealing with some of those more common things that we tend to find in gamers?
Ooh, we're jumping right into some good shit here. All right.
I bring the heat, baby.
I feel like what I've noticed, especially from going to these events and stuff, I have social anxiety and depression and anxiety, and I know a lot of other broadcasters seem to. And so many of us have this weird introvert-extrovert mix, and we're very easily overwhelmed with all these people. You can throw me in a chat with everyone, there could be 50,000 people. Obviously, my chat doesn't ever get that lit, but that would never faze me. Seeing a really high number is never going to make me shake. But being out and seeing all those people around and being I think these people know who I am. Is that person looking at me? Do they know me? Do they hate me? That's why they're not coming over, because they fucking hate me. And then I just get all up in my own head thinking that everything is bad and it's all my fault, basically. And I think that's the thing I see the most from other broadcasters, because I have a lot of them that'll message me after events or after streams together and apologize for their behavior when there's nothing to apologize for. Sorry if I was following you around. Sorry if I felt like I asked you too many questions. Everyone is just very critical of themselves. And I think a lot of us have some pretty severe anxiety issues.
Yeah.
So those are my thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful.
Anything else?
Well, I also wanted to ask you, you are SheSnaps. Have you heard of that guy Snaps? Because he is freaking hot trash.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. That guy is fucking garbage. He's really bad at gaming. He gets carried all the time.
Yeah, that guy Snaps, man.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
I got some pictures of him on my Snapchat, actually. He's got a really great beard coming in. He's sexy. I mean, he's terrible at the game, but
yeah, the worst. The worst.
Any other questions?
That's it for me.
All right. J-Ram, you're next.
Yeah, two questions. First one, what are you most excited about in Destiny 2?
Seeing the directory lit again. I started streaming Destiny pretty early in year one, and coming up in the directory and everything, you see so many people you achieve growth and success and make friends. And it was really cool when every time I logged on, my friends list was lit. There were so many other broadcasters, so many people. Everyone was interested in Destiny. And now it's everyone's kind of spread out. So I'm excited for everyone to be back in the game again. And then, obviously, I'm really excited for Crucible.
All right. And question number 2. Many of us went to GuardianCon this year, but then there are those of us who didn't. Can you describe your experiences there for us?
that was overwhelming. It was it's crazy because did you guys all go the first year?
Yes.
No.
Well, I did.
So you got to see the growth, right? Like the first year, it was so small but still really powerful. This was a sign of what's to come. So that was really cool.
This year.
There were so many people, and I don't know. The best part, honestly, I think is just how incredibly inclusive it is. Like everybody is telling everyone where they're going. All the broadcasters are like, I'm not going to plan anything until I know where you guys are going. So it's a great opportunity for viewers and streamers and everybody who likes this game to just hang out together. And I love that aspect of this. It's very chill.
All right, thank you.
It really felt like, from my perspective at least, it felt like hanging out with, hundreds of my best friends for a weekend.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It was even more so, it felt like family. It really did. It sounds so cheesy and cliche. Oh, we're all family, but it did. I felt like I was just hanging out with my extended family, for a whole weekend. And it's like, oh, we're all going here tonight, so go there. And oh yeah, hop in my Uber. And it was just.
Yep, I would agree. Lots of hugs, lots of, I don't know. It was a special event.
All the hugs.
All right, Plasmic, you are next.
I actually don't have any questions.
Are you sure?
Everybody else, they have sated me. All the other questions.
All right.
You're just sitting back, nice and comfortable.
Basically.
All right, guys. So before we move into D2, let's talk about Trials of Osiris. So last week's map was Black Shield. I did play, did not have fun. I got off, so yeah. This week's map is Skyline. I did go flawless this week. It was pretty fun. Huge shout out to Disclosure for helping me go flawless this week. I still don't like that map, but yeah. So, Snaps, did you play Trials last weekend?
I didn't. I was still, my boyfriend was still in town from Guardian Con, so nice. I just kind of hung around. I didn't do much.
All right.
Nice.
Puban, did you play Trials?
I haven't played Trials in about 2 weeks because, island research work stuff. But I just might be online tonight.
Woo!
But no, I didn't play last weekend. I watched a lot of people play, and I miss it. Even on the bad maps, I'm just like, oh, I just wish I was playing, man. But I didn't get into it last weekend.
All right. J-Ram, question mark?
No, I didn't play at all. I'm gonna play tonight after the podcast or after the stream tonight, though.
Nice. Dan, did you play?
And nah, man, I was in the Smokies.
That's right.
I was walking my legs off.
You were outside.
It was terrible. I was outside. It was bad. It was a bad experience.
I heard that place is nice outside.
It was great. It was pretty great, actually.
Plasmic, did you play Trials last weekend, man?
I did for about 30 minutes, which that's like a good 2 rounds. Because Trials is super sweat, it's like a good 2 rounds, and I'm like, and then I stopped and then got back on Overwatch, where I proceeded to lose some more, but everything's okay.
All right. So we do play a little game here on the show where we guess how many, guess how many kills a certain weapon received in Trials of Osiris. So this is kind of like The Price is Right. Have you seen The Price is Right?
Yeah.
Yo, when are we gonna guess the one that says no? Because I ask this question every single week and everyone says yes.
When you get someone who says no, I demand that you boot them immediately.
I'm waiting for someone to say. Even the people in the UK said yes. So I'm just waiting for that one person to say no.
In the age of the internet, you're gonna be hard pressed.
All right. So the gun we're going to talk about this week is the Icebreaker. So to show her how this goes, Puban, you're up next. Oh well, first I should say.
Oh man, I've been out of this game for a while now. Usually I used to do pretty well. Oh man, I'm gonna go 2.5 million.
2.5. All right, J-Ram.
Hold on, I'm writing it down.
All right.
Puban said 2.5.
Yeah.
I have no idea where I'm at. I haven't been.
I'm going 2.1.
2.1. All right.
Yeah.
Plasmic.
Gonna go with smooth 2 mil. 2 mil.
Wow.
Keep it right there.
Wow, girl. All right. Dan.
What was the player population?
Dan, that's
Listen,
a lot
I'm
of
just
words.
kidding.
Come on, Dan, just guess.
I'm just kidding. All right.
Can I have the country of origin,
What?
please?
1.5. Like I was gonna get any information out of that.
1.5 and snaps.
1.8.
1.8. Alright, so Icebreaker received was 2.3 So J-Ram, you won. Congratulations.
Damn it!
You're going,
Once again.
You're going to Hawaii, wherever. Congratulations.
I believe it's Tahiti.
Tahiti.
Right?
Yeah. Congratulations. Yeah, 2.3 million kills. So it's declining each week. The player population and the kills is declining, so it's gonna go down. But yeah, this week's map is Skyline. I do not recommend playing. It's not fun. Oh man. I do not recommend playing. Have you played Today Snaps?
I have.
Did you have fun? Because I did it.
I mean, I pretty much preface every Trials game now with who wants to like fuck around in Trials with me because this game is a joke. And I mean that with the most love I possibly can because I love the fuck out of Destiny. I still play it every day, but Jesus, it's just so bad right now.
I agree. I was like, this is what Trials has become. I do not like it. So
yeah.
That's that. So yeah, anything else on Trials, guys? Just do
I'd
not
have
play
to say,
yeah.
Yeah, I take the approach of SheSnaps. I just go in and pull out my my Lord of Wolves and see how many kills I can get with that. You know, just have fun. Stormcaller because it's really nice. Be a slut and run like double melees, and every time you throw a grenade, throw an arc bolt grenade, melee.
Ugh.
Then if they melee you get another melee charge back because they're gonna punch you because you're close enough. So you get your melee charge back after you just used one, and then there's just sweep through the whole team. Night Stalkers do it, so why can't we? I mean, have fun.
I feel there's some differences there, but okay.
Well, yeah. One, you throw a grenade and you watch people get stuck in the grenade and you die slowly and painfully as your teammates can do nothing but watch you die in the wombo combo. One, you're inside. One, you're up in people's faces and you can snipe them half a mile away with your arms. I mean, I guess they do have their differences.
Yes.
Oh man, yeah. So that's Trials.
I recommend aiming for the head.
True. Oh,
Just
wait.
aim for the head.
Nah, I don't know. Trials is not the same. I don't know. It just feels different now.
It
You
used
know
to be
what?
so fun and even kind of competitive.
Yeah.
Who downloaded the beta and just listened to the music on the beta title screen for
This
an
guy!
hour?
I think
I
everyone.
saw your tweet about that.
I think everyone. So this actually,
That's why the player population's been low. Everybody's just sitting on the beta title screen slobbering.
I recorded 35 minutes of it.
wow.
I've been
It's
trying to
different.
work up.
Yeah, it's all different.
I've been trying to work up the nerve to stream it. Just sit there and hang out until it shows up.
Do like an IRL stream of you drooling.
Yes. It just
I'd watch
me
that.
sleeping in the chair. Me sleeping in the chair. Just passed out.
That's definitely not against TOS. You should go for it.
I'm in on it.
Speaking of which, on the topic of Trials, I could definitely see, since it's related to the beta in my mind, after the beta is over, that's going to be like the most like painful period, because not only is the beta not there to sate anything, you've already seen what Destiny 2 is like, and then you're gonna go back to Destiny 1 and be like, this is bull, and then you're gonna wait even more, and you're gonna be like, oh my god. But I can see Trials escalating after the beta is over, because everybody's gonna be like, I want to play Destiny 2 now. They're gonna psych themselves out. You know, you shouldn't be throwing fusion nades anymore because they're not gonna one shot anymore. So stop doing that. But I could see Trials definitely getting a resurgence after the beta is over, especially since just pure hunger.
And it goes away next month. So even,
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are going to start to come back for the last couple weeks before Trials goes away for, forever in Destiny 1. I think August 11th is the last weekend, right?
Yes,
So,
it is.
Yeah.
How cool
yeah,
will it be? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say, like time's dwindling as far as Trials and Destiny 1, and even though the meta sucks right now, like Trials has been this amazing thing in the grand scheme. If you look at Trials as a whole, I think people are gonna want to get one more weekend, a few more runs in before it goes away. So
absolutely.
I was gonna say.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Jay. Go ahead.
Okay. I was just gonna say, depending on how you view Trials, since it is Destiny's competitive game mode. How would you feel if Bungie, on the last day of Trials, maybe like the last hour, what have you, just every Guardian that's currently logged on, you all go flawless. You all get to go to the lighthouse just one time before you go to Destiny 2. How would you feel if they did that?
So upset.
How would you feel about that? You just open the screen and it's like, welcome to the lighthouse. Have fun.
I would like if maybe they opened it up like sometime between when Trials ends and when Destiny 2 drops. Like if they opened it up for like a weekend as just like a social space with like you can walk around it basically. So if you never got to go flawless, you can go explore the lighthouse at least if you never got to.
Tease yourself.
Yeah.
This is what it's like,
huh? Yeah.
This is where all those sweaty fools hang out all weekend.
Yeah, I could see that happening, Puban. Just like open it up, but we'll see. We'll just see what happens. So
don't get your hopes up.
Yeah. So let's talk about the IGN reveals. Let's talk about the game mode control. It is going to change in D2. So some changes that are coming is multiple people do not need to stand on the cap point in order for it to go faster. I like that change. You do not need to neutralize the zone in order to cap it. Zones A and C will already be capped for your team. And if you have all 3 zones capped, you get something called a power play for your team, and you could gain multiple points. So those are some of the changes that are coming to control. So how do you guys feel about that? Puban, I do want to throw this over to you, since you play a lot of PvP.
I really like the changes. Obviously, we'll see what it's like when we're actually playing it. But in reading it and in seeing the bits of clips in the IGN videos, I think they're really awesome changes. I think they make for more engagements more often. You don't have to stack people on a base at the beginning of a match to cap A or C. You don't have to stack people on a base to capture it in the middle of the match. So it allows for more sort of tactical gameplay where somebody can cap a base and other people can go get positions. And so I really like, just in theory, the changes that they made. I think it makes for more action.
Oh yeah.
So
and they also
I like it.
Decreased the timer to 8. Is it 8 minutes now? Is it 8? I think so, right? I wrote it down. Yeah. It is.
Yeah, they decreased the game clock, so we'll see. Like, I don't want matches to be too short. That's the only thing that kind of made me maybe tilt my head a little bit, but we'll see how it plays. That I don't want matches to feel like they're over right when they start. I want them to feel like a match. But we'll see.
It's an easy thing they could fix.
Yeah.
Mayhem's like what, 7 minutes now?
It is. I haven't even noticed.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's not long.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That,
I think it needs to be.
Goes by fast, yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to sit in a Mayhem match of just getting Golden Gun for 10 minutes in a row.
Right.
That would drive you insane.
So like a normal match, and that's with 12 players. With 8 players, 8 minutes. I don't know. That seems long enough. Like you'd still, I think you'd still have the same. You could have the same engagement, but with less chaos going on, you'd be able to focus a little bit more.
Yeah, I could see that.
So
yeah, it was just the only thing that made me kind of raise an eyebrow. But again, we'll see how it plays.
Yeah,
and don't forget the mercy rule is still in the game. So
is it still broken though? Because I remember playing Iron Banner just I think a couple weeks ago. And there was 3 people on the enemy team, and they let us go near to the maximum of the amount of points. And then Lord Shax is like, "All right, I've seen enough." And they only had 3,000 points, and we're over here sitting at 10,000, 12,000 points. Lord Shax is not calling the mercy rule, so Are they gonna fix that, or are they gonna leave it how it is? Because it's
I think they are
definitely
gonna
not
fix it.
working as intended. Definitely right now.
I think they are.
Well, the whole point system is getting reworked. So,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
the whole point system is getting, it's totally different. So we'll see what. I think that's part of what they'll be looking at in the beta is where they have kind of the mercy rules set, and they might
Yeah.
have to adjust accordingly.
Yeah. Dan, how do you feel about the control changes?
Overall, I think they're good. I probably play the least PvP out of everybody here, so honestly, I just want to play a game and have fun, and that's what I feel like I'll be able to do with my clan and with friends on either console.
Oh, that's right. You're on Xbox now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Welcome to the dark side.
Snaps, how do you feel about the new control changes?
I'm excited. Did any of you guys get to try out any of Destiny 2 yet?
No. The flights was
No.
expensive.
Because it's pretty cool. Just based on what I saw at the Destiny premiere, or the Destiny 2 premiere, I think everything is going to play a lot more strategically versus just like run spam attack. So I don't know. I think they put a lot of thought into how to make it an actual like competitive, fun game again.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. I'm ready.
We all are ready. And yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say.
I was gonna say shout out to the guy who's providing the gameplay for IGN because he actually knows how to play the game. I am so tired of like seeing like gameplay trailers of people who don't know how to play the game. He's actually like putting up the Titan barrier and hiding around the corner and pre-firing before he comes around the corner because he knows the gun has a startup time. So
Look, man,
like,
they
shout out to
hired me. They hired me for a weekend. I did my best.
Okay.
I'm
Ben.
sorry.
Do we know whose?
Good enough,
Do we
Dave.
know whose POV that was? Do we know whose gameplay that
I
was?
think that was Destin's.
Was it Destin? I thought it might have been CJ, but I'm not sure either way. I don't know, but I'm curious.
And J-Ram, your thoughts on the new control changes?
Just to piggyback off of what Snaps and Puban said, I think it is going to make for more engagement, more fluidity throughout the maps. I like the fact that it's 4v4 now, because what that's going to end up doing is you're not going to have people camping on the other side of the map just for, watching like the A spawn or something like that. So you're going to have to move. I wonder just how large the maps are actually going to be, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, are they going to be along the same scope as what we're experiencing now? Or are they going to tighten them up a little bit? That way it does actually, what's the word I want to look for here? It promotes more gunplay. Because that's one of the hardest things right now, I think, in Crucible, and I think maybe that's one of the most toxic things, is the fact that there's more gunplay now than there was at the beginning, but with like sticky nades and everything like that, like hopefully they're going to tone those down a little bit so you are forced to actually use your skills to kill somebody and not just, stick somebody with a nade.
Well,
It looks like the cooldowns are pretty normalized now, so you're not going to have this ability spam. It
Right,
seems
well,
like you're not going to have
The
this ability spam that
cooldowns
you
are
have
the
now.
same. The cooldowns are going to be the
So-
same for everybody.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be, and Snaps being the one that's played it, like you can probably lend a better idea, but like it feels like it's going to be a lot more about gunplay and positioning more so than abilities, nades, and melees and things like that.
Right.
Yes, because we played, and one of the first things I noticed is not everyone rushed to the same points. We actually had call-outs. You guys go here, you go here. I got stuck with a grenade, and you guys, I fucking lived.
Oh, yes!
I lived through it. I died to guns, and I think that was it. And then a couple of supers. Other than that, I didn't die to melees. I didn't die to like any of the even kind of cheaper tactics where it's just like, I don't know, like you hit with a melee or you hit with a nade and then finish off with one shot. It felt like there were actually more engagements, which was what really had me excited about Destiny in the beginning, was all of the gunfights. I know all the guns were OP in the beginning, but we actually used them on each other.
How did the melees feel?
Not crazy overpowered. I know, I'm trying to think, because I know the map was nice, because I wish I could remember the name of it. It felt a little bit closer. I liked all the angles. I wish I could remember. It was very overwhelming, and I was struggling hard with a lot of stuff there. Oh, my camera just opened up. Let's see what you're seeing all of a sudden.
No.
Oh, we're good. You guys have me blocked off, right? What the fuck? What happened? Why did my camera switch angles?
The map name is Midtown, and so far we've seen 3 maps: Endless Val, Vostok. I'm probably saying that wrong. And
Vostok, I think.
Vostok, yeah.
Yeah.
So that map actually looks pretty big for 4v4, right?
You've already experienced that map. It's the other side of the Iron Temple.
Okay. I have to bring this up really quickly. Okay, so.
Oh, Jay got excited about something.
I did, because I brought it up last week on the podcast, and you guys weren't here. It was just Plasmic, so I really want to bring this up again, alright, guys? Spin for your hats.
Listeners of the podcast, be prepared to drink.
I'm not saying that name, okay? Alright, so, spin for your hats, guys. Alright. Do you guys think that assets that were used in Rise of Iron came from Destiny 2?
Probably.
If just by going, Dado has a really good video. He just released it out today. And what he does is he's comparing the Iron Temple from Destiny 1 now to the footage that IGN released. Okay. And they look extremely similar, like to the fact that it's like 99, maybe 98% the same. Mm-hmm. But if are they using the same assets? I have no idea because I'm not like a game designer.
I know,
but they look. I mean, they're almost carbon copies.
I say this because Rise of Iron we know was made over about 9 months, right? So that's not really enough time to like build up a new social space, new enemies, and all that. So I think that they took Siva and all of that from D2 and put it inside of an expansion for us in D1 and introduce it early. I'm just saying.
I can hear Dan.
Okay.
Hold on.
I don't know.
Yeah, what I'm gonna say is I don't want to cut anyone off, but I've already started talking, so I might as well finish. Is that while I'm not gonna restate what I said last week, is that Destiny 2 was a completely different game than Destiny 1. Okay, so they had to build Destiny 2 from the ground up, as it's been being made for a while. Otherwise, it would just be Destiny 1.2.0 or something like that. You get the point. It will be harder. They're using a different engine for Destiny 2, correct?
I remember I asked. I'm busy watching Snaps be mischievous over here. I'm not sure.
It would be extremely difficult for them to play.
My camera just randomly zoomed.
Yeah, she's trying to clean up on the sly.
And I was like, that's cool.
What, is that a box of kicks?
It is a box of kicks.
People still eat that?
I hate that cereal.
I was just like, oh shit, I hope nothing that shouldn't be showing is showing. And I had to do the quick scan of that. And we're mostly okay, it would appear, I think.
From what I know of programming, is what I was going to say is that it would be, since Destiny 2 is like a whole completely different beast than Destiny 1. Not saying I know a lot, but from what I do know, it will be extremely difficult for them to take something that has an entirely different programming source, a different code, different engine, and break it down and then put it in a game that it wasn't meant for. That would cause all sorts of issues. Now, the story of Destiny is connected. We got that from Luke Smith, how Destiny 1 is basically like the Zero comic, for Destiny. Just kind of lays the foundation for everything. Everything is still as we know it until Destiny 2 comes and, changes something. It's not really retconning anything. It's not nullifying anything that we've done in the past. That's why we have our Guardian carrying over from Destiny 1 to Destiny 2 from everyone who has played. So that nothing's being retconned as far as we know. But taking a game asset from an entirely different game and then putting it in a different game would be extremely difficult and time consuming. And time is something that Bungie doesn't have when it's trying to breathe life into one game that's virtually dead with Rise of Iron and then make the next game. That would just take way too much time. So I don't think that they stole something from Destiny 2 and then put it to Destiny 1. I think it might be something that they wanted to bring into Destiny 2, introduce Siva there, but they were like, well, maybe let's not do that. Because if you guys remember, even before we had Rise of Iron, when we had Taken King, you could just go into different areas and be like, hey, this is gonna be in the Taken King, when it releases. You could just glitch your way into this area. This is gonna be in Taken King. We did the same thing for House of Wolves. This area is gonna be in House of Wolves. They already had it there. Because remember, that's why everybody was so upset. They were like, "Well, the data's already here. We're being cheated because the data's already on the disc," and everybody was upset about that. So I think
especially Kermit the Frog.
I was just gonna say that's like Kermit Cosby there. I don't know what that was.
So I definitely don't think that they would do something like that, as it would just consume too much time, which is something they didn't have. So that's my 2 cents.
All right, J-Ram. Or stay muted.
You're muted, buddy.
It's okay to stay muted.
Oh, no, my bad. No, I was going to say, I really don't have anything to say. I am aggressively trying to find out if D2 has a new engine or not. And from what I can see so far, this is from WCCCFtech.com. Let's see, September 28, 2016. And all it just said, I mean, they definitely do address it. Just says the live team has been going through some iterations so they can continue to support Destiny 1 through major content droughts. But the problem is they're using an old engine with old tools. And then this is all it says. Whereas the bulk of development is on the engine framework and enjoying new tools. So it doesn't come out and say it's a brand new engine, but the way it reads, I'm going to have to assume that it is a new engine.
Or an improved version of the engine that they have now.
Right. So, I don't want to say it's a brand new engine because they didn't explicitly say that, but it definitely seems like it's new
not
work.
the same. It's something different.
They definitely put a Hemi in it.
Legendary.
So
that's it.
Power.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
So Dan, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, at the end of the day, this is all just shapes and colors and textures.
It's more than that.
You can recreate.
It's more than that.
You can recreate that in a different place and not have it be the same thing. Like, I don't know. That's my 2 cents. I know nothing. I don't claim to know anything other than my own name. So
you know nothing to infinity.
Exactly.
Sunday. Okay, sorry.
All right. Snaps. Your thoughts on this?
I was a little distracted moving things around on my desk for the first part of this.
I still see the cereal box.
Which is thankfully blocking some other things, and I'm just noticing that I've got 2 empty bottles of bourbon on my desk, so I'm like...
Yeah!
And a gong.
That's a good thing.
I mean, that's important. I really wouldn't know. I haven't been looking into it in the same detail you guys have been, obviously. So my input is, I guess the only thing I do is I just try to give the developers kind of the benefit of the doubt.
Of course.
I know that it's hard from like the limited development experience I have to build anything, even remotely large, and I can't imagine what goes into creating this. So if they had to take some pieces, then they probably had a good reason for it.
That's true. And Puban.
Shrug.
I mean, in my opinion, if they took anything, it was an idea. They had this idea of Siva, maybe, and it was, they were going to use it somewhere. Maybe it was going to be in D2 somewhere. Maybe it was just an idea that they were like, hey, if we need an idea, we can plug this in somewhere. And, I think Dyslexic Pimp said in chat, I doubt that they would sort of cannibalize something for Destiny 2 to try and, lengthen the life of a, almost 3-year-old game. But whatever it is, I had fun with Rise of Iron, and we'll see what the story of Destiny 2 looks like, and we can maybe revisit it later on if we find more out.
Oh yeah.
I like your viewpoint, Puban, because even if they did take that from Destiny 2 or what have you, that didn't rob you of the fun and the experiences you experienced Rise of Iron and Destiny. Who cares? You came from a game you love into another game that you're about to start loving, and you had fun either way, and they took your $30, so you're gonna have fun. So it shouldn't really matter.
Listen, I had hella fun in Rise of Iron.
Yeah.
I had hella fun. I loved the raid. Rise of Iron, it was great, man. I loved it.
That last story mission is still one of my favorite missions.
Definitely. Yeah.
I
think it was great.
I still go
And
back.
now, you know what? I'm telling you, I'm calling it. We're gonna get a dope story in Destiny 2. It's gonna be all about the story. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be amazing. You might even shed a tear.
The lore is actually in the game. Woo! Cannot wait to tear it all apart. But let's talk about the new Sentinel Titan subclass, guys.
Yes.
Talk about it. That is
Nerf
awesome.
it. So
Nerf
it.
Shut up, Hunter. It's okay because I'm a hunter. But so there is some things that I saw in the gameplay that I wrote down. So the Titan subclass has a Void Wall grenade. It has Ward of Dawn is back. If you hold down your super button, it turns into a bubble, which is awesome. It leaves a trail, so as you run, it like leaves a trail behind you, and when you throw the shield, you can see where it's going. And next is that's really it all. Oh, and of course it's a roaming super. So J-Rim, you play Titan a lot, right? No?
Oh yeah.
All right, so tell us, what are your thoughts on this?
I think it's absolutely amazing because now it gives me the opportunity to be either offensive or defensive.
Oh yeah.
You didn't have that before. It was either if you're the bubble Titan, then you're defense, and that's what you do. Now you have that ability to go out and wreak havoc. My question here is this: are you going to be able to throw the shield a couple of times and then pop a bubble?
I think you could pop it mid super, but I don't know, because that would be OP.
You know what I mean?
OP.
Well, not necessarily, because remember they said at least they I forgot which one it was. Was it in the sounds? No, it wasn't in the sounds. It was in something, but it was David Samuel, I think. He was like, once the bubble, we needed to convey the process of, what's the bubble looking like, instead of, how long it lasts, so you can see the health of the bubble. So I think if you were to throw like 2 shields and then, throw another one and then pop it, the bubble wouldn't be a weak bubble. Health. It would be a weaker bubble. You could still do it, but it would be a weaker bubble.
So, and that's fine with me. I mean, that would be cool if the bubble strength is directly proportional to the amount of super you have left. So
if you use it right at the end, at the end, it's like bubblegum.
I'm cool with that. The only thing that I'm kind of taken away a little bit is the fact that there's no more weapons of light or blessings of light. They just completely got rid of that. Which, me being an experienced raid person, I like thinking of strategies using the bubble as not only a defensive tactic, but you can actually use it offensively as well by giving people the weapons of light, for example, the weapons of light buff. So I wish they still had that, but listen, now that I have the option to do either offensive or defensive with the same subclass, what's the phrase that the kids use? Gucci.
Yeah, listen, that one.
You don't have weapons of light, but you can be Captain America.
Dude, yes.
America.
Yeah, but I'd rather help the
team. Literally a
I'm not a selfish player. I'd rather help the team.
Help the team by throwing the shield.
The Crucible is no place for mercy.
Or shoulder charge everybody with your non-sprint lock. Just do it.
So Z in chat actually asked a good question. Can you pop the bubble and then throw a shield? No, I don't think you can, actually.
Yeah, no, because the way that it was described, you have to hold down the L1 and R1 for PlayStation, or left bumper, right bumper for Xbox. So you got to hold those in. So that's why I was thinking, can you throw the shield and then pop a bubble?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I would think that it would be more of a binary thing, where if you turn on one, that's it.
Yeah, it could be. That could
you
be
make that decision right at the beginning. If you do it after, if you're like, oh man, I meant to do shield instead of bubble, you're just SOL for that super.
And that'd
be my guess too. Is that once you cast one of them, you're in it to win it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
that makes sense.
You can see your bubble deteriorate. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
My question is, are they planning on doing this with any other supers? I don't know. It would be kind of cool if you're doing your pole dancer, and then all of a sudden you just break the staff in half. Just go full on blade.
And you could go blade dance? Oh my
gosh.
Short stopping all over again.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Arc? They're both arc,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both arc. I mean, like it would. If
Wait,
they're doing
what's-
this with one superclass, it seems interesting that they're only doing it with one, and that's the one that they chose.
Yeah.
But I
Well,
don't know.
I think it's because only one of them you intentionally want people to hit it. Generally, if you're a daybreak or not a daybreak, that's the name of casting the super. If you're a Dawnblade, you're trying to fly around, slap people with your sword of light and whatnot. And if you're an Arc Strider, then your goal is to flip around like a ninja and slap people. You're not trying to get hit. You're actively avoiding being hit. And so, like, for the Defender, oh, my bad, Sentinel, you're all about absorbing the damage. So I think that's why it was communicated that way towards them, because their super is all about absorbing the damage and making sure nobody else gets hit, including themselves.
Right.
It might be interesting because we still have potentially 3 supers that haven't been unveiled. The
Yeah.
Night Stalker, these year 2 or what was year 2 or year 3 supers that came through. We don't know what the deal with those is going to be. So they might have been retooled. At least the bow for the hunter and the shock lock. They might have been retooled to have kind of this dual purpose in some way, and they might be hinting at it with the way Sentinel is. And these other supers that we don't know about yet, we don't know what these subclasses are going to be like. It might be that kind of dual purpose where you can, because like you could with Tether, you could switch to Quiver and be a bit more offensive with it. It was really tough to do, in my opinion. It didn't work that well, but you could sort of lock it down with one big Tether, or you could be a bit more offensive and shoot multiple. So you might have some sort of an option like that, where you can kind of defense or offense it.
Yeah, but that's like the Sentinel and the switching to the Defender is like a subclass, like a double subclass. It opens up possibilities, and I'm kind of excited about that. I'm actually really excited about that.
Titan is like the bottom of the barrel for me. I don't like playing on Titans. I don't like Titans in general. But watching the Sentinel gameplay,
Bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, that's a pretty shitty thing to say.
Warlocks are the worst.
Your
Just
haircut
the worst.
sucks.
but like watching the Sentinel gameplay, I'm like, yeah, man, I might play a bit more Titan in Destiny 2 than I did in Destiny 1. I didn't make a Titan until halfway through year 2. So
I saw an awesome comic today, and it was 2 stick figures. One of them had like the purple shield, and the other one's across from it. And he goes, "You can have that," and he goes, "Yeah," and hands the shield over to the second one, and he goes, "I can have this,"
What?
and just. Yeah, I don't know.
You're talking about the triple one, the one that Triple posted.
Yes.
And he's like holding it, and he says, "I main this," and then he hands it over to the dude, and he's just like sitting there staring at it, and then he was just like, "I main this."
Yeah, exactly. It's like he just waits a beat. I did it in Justice. It was a physical thing, and I was telling it through my mouth.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, you got it. There's like a pause comic
There's
strip
pause.
in there, and
Yeah.
I don't know how you could really. We need to just find it and post it in chat so that people can see what we're talking about.
Yeah, because I have
Bad
no
with my
idea.
timing.
We look like damn jabronis.
Don't mind me. I'm just over here kicking dirt.
All right, so let's talk about Voidwalker. That has some changes. It's bigger. It's slower. It tracks. It has blank. Yay. No.
I liked it.
That's all right. So Snaps, you first. Tell us your thoughts on the new Voidwalker.
What? That's for a warlock? What even is a warlock?
What is a warlock?
I don't know, man. I don't see myself creating a warlock, so I haven't really done a lot of investigating into it.
Yes.
I played the what's the other one? I can't even think of it now. I played the other warlock at the Destiny 2 premiere, and it was actually very enjoyable. It was cool, but I always kind of ventured between either Titan or Hunter, and lately I've stuck to maining Hunter, so I just kind of haven't paid any attention. Like, I see warlock stuff, and I just kind of scroll past it.
Hunter for life, Snaps.
Yeah.
Hunter for life.
All right. So Puban, you first with the warlock Voidwalker. your thoughts. Oh, I love that knife, by the way, Snaps.
Oh my god, I want it. I mean, listen, Voidwalker, I really enjoy playing Voidwalker. In Destiny 1, I consider it like the perfect subclass. The super is powerful, the nades are good, the melee's good, nothing feels super OP, everything is really good. It's one of, even that, listen, Hunter for life, I love my hunters, but I enjoy playing Voidwalker. It's a fun build, it's a fun character. I'm interested to see how the Nova Bomb plays in Destiny 2. It's going to be interesting. It looks like a big Axion bolt in the IGN footage, but we'll see. It looks cool. It looks like it's going to be fun. I like the change in the animation from the scatter grenade. It looks pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be just as fun as it was in year one. I'm afraid that it's not going to feel very different. I'm afraid that of all of them, that one's going to feel the most similar to Destiny 1. And I don't know if I want it to be more different or if I want it to stay the same. I haven't decided that yet. But
You described it as perfect, and then you're like, I hope it's not the same.
well,
You don't think-
like, because I don't want all the same things that we had in Destiny 1. I want it to feel, different. But as much as I liked it in Destiny 1, so
You don't think Golden Gun will feel the same as Golden Gun in Destiny 1?
No.
6 shots,
I don't
bro.
know.
Yes, yeah, six
Six
shots.
shots.
Shades.
It's still
Honestly,
Golden Gun,
just-
though.
just being able to have the dodge is going to make that subclass feel very different, I
Yeah.
think.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, but that's not a super. That's just a class thing. But like,
Well,
the
yeah, I'm talking about the subclass as a whole.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the super I think will be pretty similar. But I'm okay with that.
Last word, gun. Last word, Golden Gun. That's what it's got.
So, Dan, your thoughts on Voidwalker?
So, and this is my initial thought when I saw the video. When I was a kid, I played this game called Legend of Dragoon, and the final boss was this ultimate like white dragon, and he had a cannon that powered up, and it built up this big purple ball, and it shot it at you real slowly. So I was having flashbacks, and it was not pretty that day. I was very sad for long periods of time. And no, I'm not looking forward to it. Not looking forward to it. Honestly, in a PvP setting, I'm going to die to it all the time.
Okay, Dan. Are you okay, Dan?
Just slow move. No, I'm not. I'm sorry.
It's okay. J-Ram, your thoughts on Voidwalker?
I'm just excited to be able to throw a Frieza Chaos Ball. Done.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna finally feel like Dragon Ball for once, without actually playing the Dragon Ball game. I played that game a couple weeks ago on stream, and some kid called me poor because I didn't have the newest Dragon Ball. It was the funniest thing ever.
Which one did you see?
He was like, is that Xenoverse 2? I'm like, nah, it's 1, dude. He's like, you poor bastard, go get the new one. I was like, all right, thanks.
No, where's his parents? No.
Where are your parents?
Yeah.
Got roasted.
No.
Oh, hardcore,
Right?
man. Only dude in chat, too. He didn't even have anything nice to say.
only dude in chat is just there.
Yeah.
Just
At
there
least
to
say hi first.
So he didn't even say hi? He's just like...
No.
Oh,
He came
wow.
in, he was like, yeah, the first thing was, is that Xenoverse 2? I replied, no, it's not. It's Xenoverse 1. You poor bastard, go get the new one. Then he
He
left.
verbally teabagged you.
So that's it. Yeah, I'm just excited for it. It looks cool. I like the fact that there's tracking.
Mhm.
I hope it's not too slow where you can actually outrun it. I don't think it's gonna be. It doesn't seem like that, but no more Titan skating, so I should be able to get some hits with it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like it splits into pieces now, right?
Maybe
Yeah,
that's an
when it
ability.
looks like that.
It's an
Yeah.
ability? Alright.
Yeah,
It looked like when it hit, it split into
Yeah.
almost like Axion bolts.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
And
No
those
one
actually
escapes.
track also. So I think that's actually pretty cool. So Voidwalker has the Scatter Nade, Axion Bolt, and the Vortex Nade. So the same nades. And Blink. Yeah. I know a lot of people were saying that, the IGN build, that they were playing was like old. It's not old, guys. So yeah. I don't know what else I can say.
Well, if it's not old,
it's
we
old
saw
from today,
Titans,
but newer than
Titan
May
skating
18th.
like around, but there's not supposed to be any Titan skating.
Well,
So if it's not old, why are Titans Titan skating when we're not supposed to be Titan skating? Conflict of interest and information.
The
So what's going on?
sandbox is like always changing. It's newer
So it is
than
old.
May 18th, but older than today, if that makes sense.
So it is old though.
Well, they have new builds every single day, so it is old, but not older than May 18th. So that's
So
what
it's old. So it's old.
yes, Plasma.
Okay. I don't understand why blink still takes away your map. I guess after I blink, I just am too OP, so I can't see where I'm going or where my enemies are. That's a thing I've never understood. But like, didn't they say it was too disorienting for the player blinking and for the person being blinked upon or something like that? Wasn't that their justification?
That was too long ago for me to remember.
For taking the HUD away when you blink.
Yeah, like that makes me OP, so I can't have my HUD. You use blink, you're OP. You can't have HUD. You're too good. Like, why is it gone?
Well, I think they were trying to normalize it a bit. I think that in their playtest, they felt that blink was sort of like for the person that was getting blinked on, I suppose you could say, that it was really hard to kind of track their target. They found it difficult to track the target when the enemy was blinking. And so to kind of bring that more to a normal engagement, they took the trade-off of you're being more elusive and harder to track, so we're going to take away your HUD to sort of make it a little bit more on an even ground, I guess. Take away a little bit of the advantage.
But then that begs the question, isn't the whole point of Blink to be disorienting? Like, you're not supposed to know where I'm going? That's why I picked Blink? But like,
I guess
if
they
I'm
made it more of a
disoriented-
trade-off. Like,
Like,
you're gonna be more elusive and disorienting, but you're gonna lose your HUD as part of it also.
But then that draws back on me because while I'm trying to be elusive, I can't see where I'm going. So me trying to be elusive just ended up getting myself killed because I don't know where I'm going at that point. So it's like, why would I even
Gotta
choose
get good, baby. Gotta get good.
Sensitivity 10. Sensitivity 10. Turn them
Touche.
around.
Alright, so let's talk about the Destiny 2 beta, guys. Really quickly, before we dive in, I do have to say I've been answering Destiny 2 beta questions ever since all week, basically.
Hey,
Ever
Jay.
since all week.
Ever since I couldn't even think of it.
Makes 100% sense.
Jay, when can you preload the beta?
Oh my god, the amount of times I
How
answered
do I
that question.
download the beta?
Or where can I
Hey.
get my
That
code?
voice.
Oh my god, I'm
Hey,
crazy.
Hey, do you have any codes to give me? You work for Bungie, right?
So, I do want to say, if you pre-order from the Xbox store or the PlayStation store, just go to your store and just look up Destiny 2 Beta. You do not need a code. If you pre-order from a third-party store, yes, you need a code. You enter it on Bungie.net, and then you go to your settings, then you click on code, and then you click your platform, and it gives you a code, and then you enter that on your console. The amount of times I enter that every single day. Yeah, so, had to get that out the way. But yeah, so the beta, it's on our consoles, guys. I'm excited. The activity's playable in the beta. We have Homecoming, we have a Strike, we have Countdown, Control, 2 multiplayer maps. The farm will be available for 1 hour on July 23rd. I believe it's 12 p.m. Pacific time or 10 a.m. Pacific time is one of those times. The playable subclasses will be Sentinel, Dawnblade, Arc Strider, Voidwalker, Striker, and Gunslinger. The top row of the perks will be available, or the grenades will be available, and the melees. Puban, I missed you. So yeah, the beta's coming, guys. So Snaps, you actually play D2. Are you looking forward to the beta?
Nah.
No? Alright. So what are you looking
Yeah,
forward
dude,
to
I'm
most?
fucking hyped for it.
What are you looking forward to most? The PvP,
Uh,
PvE, new subclasses.
I'm looking forward to getting to try out the other subclasses because all I was able to try out was the Warlock at the premiere. But past that, I'm just like really excited for everyone who hasn't gotten to play it yet to get to like fuck around with it.
Oh, yeah.
Because everyone keeps asking me if it plays different, and I'm just like, yes, it is so much slower in the right way. Your characters feel different, like the guns sound different. Everything is just, it's crispy,
Different.
man. I'm excited.
Wait a second. You said it's so much slower. What do you mean?
I mean, like we discussed earlier, with there being like strategy involved, and generally when there's strategy involved, you're not just like rushing and spamming and doing things like all on the fly. You have some thoughts. I have these. I can go this direction. You have this. You go this direction. Your skills are here. Do this. So I'm looking forward to getting to do some more team-based activities again, and I'm really looking forward to everyone else getting to see how different it is and how fun it's going to be to have actual strategy in the game again.
I'm excited for the beta. JRAM, what are you looking forward to most, my man?
The first thing I'm looking forward to is just starting it up, listening to the music. I'm the type that, you know, I try to think about what's happening here. Why did they do the things they did? Kind of like when you watch a movie, why do directors use certain scenes or colors and stuff like that? Yeah. And then I just want to play that first mission. I might just play that over and over again just to make sure that I've seen every single little, you know, spot within that map, so I can really just take it in. And then I think I'm just gonna jump right into Crucible. I'm gonna have some fun with that. Yeah. Because that's one of the things that's 50% of the game that I enjoyed half of the time, which sucks. You know, because I love playing Call of Duty. I love, you know, player versus player. I just didn't like it in Destiny. So with the whole, you know, the way they changed up the your weapon loadouts and you know, the melees and the grenades across the board are going to have the same exact recharge speed for everybody. I'm really interested to see how competitive it's actually going to get. And then of course the strike. I'm gonna dive into that too. Yeah. So I'll probably end up playing it until either my eyes bleed or my wife leaves me. We'll see which one happens first.
All right, Dan, you're up next.
Oh, dude, I can't wait for those story missions, man. Or like the story mission. That's gonna be an interesting. I don't know, interesting thing for me because I'm all about the PvE side.
Will you dive into the PvP? Because I know you play a lot of PvE.
Yeah, I mean, I probably will later in the week, but I'll want to definitely soak in whatever I can from the story missions and the strikes, before loading into PvP. So I don't know. I'll just have to see how I'm feeling at the time. Maybe I'll feel a little froggy and get some folks in, but the story side, I want to see how they integrate lore. I want to see how they do that. I want to see everything exploding around me. That's what I want to do.
All right, Puban.
I'm just excited to move. I'm excited to move in this new world, in this new system. Like, I want to try all the subclasses and all that, but I'm just excited to run and shoot and just see how responsive it is. Because Destiny 1, for my money, is the best feeling shooter I've ever played. And, like, I'm ready to double down on that. I'm ready for Destiny 2 to take it up to another level. And I'm so excited. I'm in St. Thomas right now where I have decent enough internet that I can play, and I can even stream if I'm in my lab. But I'm going to have like the 18th and maybe the 19th with the beta. I'm going to have like a day and a half to play the beta. And so I'm basically going to stay up all night and just stream and play and test everything I can. Like, just do as much as I can in PvP mainly. And then basically my next Destiny exposure is almost going to be the drop of D2. So I'm going to go almost straight from the beta into Destiny 2. It's going to be dope. But yeah, like, I'm ready to run around. I'm ready to see what it feels like and how I played 4v4 in sweats, but I'm ready to see, how it plays in the grand community and in regular pub PvP. And I'm stoked. I'm really excited, and I just can't wait to just start running and shooting.
Yeah, I can't wait to play with some chickens in the farm on July 23rd. That's gonna be exciting. Yes, JRAM?
Dude.
What?
No, you got to be careful what you say.
What? I can't wait to play with some chickens in the farm, and I don't get it.
I will tell you what it means. What I thought after the podcast. I don't want to put it on.
Okay. And Plasmic.
Oh, all right.
Plasmic,
And honestly, are you really excited to go and watch a chicken?
Yes, I watched the wolves and.
I mean, it's like the Twitterverse almost broke when they saw a chicken. I'm like, come on, it's a chicken.
Jay's ready to go watch the cock.
Puban said it. No, I don't have to say it. Thanks, buddy.
Yo!
I say the things people don't want to say.
Plasmic, go, please. I think he's AFK.
I think everybody said what I'm excited for. Not Puban, but Jay. I'm talking right now.
Go.
But J Ram said what I was waiting for. I sat on the menu screen as soon as I was able to download the beta for about a good 35 minutes, just listening to the music. Mom knocked on my room door. You playing the game? No. What you doing? Listening to music? Why is your TV on? Listening to Destiny 2 music? Are you playing it? No. Why are you just sitting there watching the menu? Because I'm listening to the music. So
it
took me forever to get through the Rise of Iron because I dissected every single mission. I just sat around and looked at.
Plasmic?
Like I'm lagging.
Oh,
yeah, I think you're lagging. If you listen to about the 24-minute mark, there's a really good chorus line that picks up in there and everything. It's fantastic.
I think I'm lagging.
Yeah.
And tonight on Destiny Tracker Podcast, we break down the Destiny 2 title screen. Second, minute by minute.
It's dope. It's awesome.
It's clean and it's fresh. Like the transitions. I love the new class symbols that like show up, like the Hunter and then the Warlock and then the Titan. I like that a lot. And then as soon as you press A to play, it gives you an error code. Like, no, the servers are unavailable. So, rip. And then as soon as you press A, yeah. So, anything else? Like, is this enough to win somebody to buy Destiny 2? Like non-Destiny players?
That's
PvP,
a good question.
A mission, a strike, like come on, like they have to add a patrol because that's what's really going to sell someone.
I don't know.
Not a full patrol, but like.
I think if they're talking about integrating story the way that they have been, and actually like you have the gunplay, you have the story, you have you have the competition of 4v4. I think that would probably be enough.
Well, if you really want to show off like the story in the world of D2, put us in like a patrol, right?
Maybe they're banking on the fact that like so many people knew about Destiny from the start and followed along with it that they don't have to build in as much. They just have to give you a preview of how it's different.
Yeah.
It would be
Like,
really.
If the patrol areas are as expansive as I think they're going to be, that might not be ready to roll out to the full, to the full Destiny population.
Yeah.
Like they might not want to let that whole thing open yet.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to patrol in this, honestly. Like I feel like I've already seen a lot and maybe too much, if just personally. But if you opened up a whole patrol area, I don't know.
I'm not
be too
saying
much.
a full patrol area. I'm just saying like a small piece because in the D1 data, they did show off a patrol, right? Because I remember running around at is it the Skywatch or the Moth Yards? I think it was the Moth Yards.
I'm pretty sure we got access to the whole Cosmodrome because
it was
back to my days. Not the I'm pretty sure it was a large section of it because I don't remember. I remember going past the Moth Yards. That's the area with the planes, right?
Yes, I think.
Yeah.
And then I remember running all the way clear to the other side near the Saber 46 strike. I remember running all the way close to over there during playing that beta, from what I can remember. And that's definitely not Moth Yard area, so I'm thinking, and first of all, why do we even want a patrol? Is it only because we got it in the first Destiny? Like, if we didn't get patrol in D1 beta, we'd be like, give us patrol, That's the only reason why. And since patrol is supposed to be one of the mostly, improved things of the game, why would you want one of the things that you've improved on the most for everybody to just have it now when they know that that's anticipation. That's more anticipation. Bungie's good at that. You know, either they shut up and don't tell you anything, and so you're trying to guess and speculate all the time, or they tell you something, you know it's there, but you just don't have it yet. They put it right there in front of you, but you can't have it just yet. So I don't want Patrol.
I'd like to see them open up one additional mission. Like how they did in D1 with the moon. Like for the one day you turned it on and it was like, holy shit, what, is that the moon? And then you got to go there. So I'd like to see that little surprise for us.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did that.
But no
I wouldn't be
cutscene, right?
surprised.
No cutscene,
Cutscene could be okay if it provides
or like cut in half.
if it provides information about what we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't spoil anything for us. Then
No spoilers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
no spoilers.
I want it. Save it.
I was just about to say it. The only time, well, not the only time, but one of the times I could see them doing it is, but that rolls into spoiler territory. It's as soon as, you know, but whatever mission they open up, I could see it, you know, during that time we're exploring the social space for that 1 hour on the 23rd. I could see them making another mission right before that, you know, to introduce you to the social space, just like for the Rise of Iron. We climbed Fellwinter Peak, and then after we did the little Sepix Prime fight and he ran away, then we got the social space. So I could see that. Or they could tear you. You can do this one mission that's basically the length of a strike, which is about half an hour. Or you could go to the social space. You only get the social space for an hour. So pick your poison. I can see that happening.
That's true. I'm like, because I feel like there's not enough PvE content in the beta to win over a PvE player. Because you could play PvP for hours and hours and hours, but the same story mission and strike for hours and hours, I don't see that happening. Dan, I do want to throw this over to you because you play a lot of PvE.
I mean, what have we been doing? Like, for the past 3 years. We've been playing, like, you know this community. You know, like, that we're going to eat anything up that we can for as long as we can. And I'm glad they're only giving us a week. For the love of God, I'm glad they're only giving us a week with
It's not even
some of the... Well,
yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
But, like, you know, I think people are going to burn through the content and then burn through it again and just keep going. They're going to be insatiable with it. So knowing our community, now new people, I could see them playing it once or twice and making their decision based on that. And maybe they find it's not for them, but I think from what I've heard, PvP plays a little bit more like Overwatch. If I remember hearing Dr. Lupo right on Crucible Radio, it plays a little bit like more methodically like that. So you could grab that crowd in. Like some people are having more comparisons to Halo, which I haven't played yet, but everybody is like universally like in agreement that was prior to Destiny, like some of the best gunplay that Bungie ever did. So I don't know. I think you'll be safe. I think it'll be safe. I think it'll be fine to bring new people in and keep the old people. But yeah, we've been doing this for years, man. 3 years. 3 years playing the same content over and over. I don't know how many times I've killed Sepix Prime.
Yeah.
But it's been a lot.
That's true. Yeah, well, we just have to see. Like, I'm excited. It drops Tuesday. I can't wait. Just to throw this out there here at DTR, we're gonna have a 120-hour beta stream. Yay! What?
I saw that tweet about that. That's going to be lit.
That is going to be awesome. I have
Lit
this stream scheduled live right now.
AF.
I will leave a link in the show notes for everyone listening to the audio version. I am super, super excited for that. I am actually going to kick off the stream now. I have my streaming equipment here. I will be kicking off that stream and then closing out the stream. So I am really, really excited for that. Yeah.
Woo!
So, guys, anything else you have on the D2 beta or news you guys want to throw out there?
Just give it to me already. Just
Yeah.
Just actually, fuck,
Make it available today.
For real.
Yeah.
I think I have one
let's
thing.
Get going.
Yes,
I'm ready.
Papa?
During that, at the end of the Sounds of Destiny video that was released today by IGN, correct me if I'm wrong, but that is that same Arc Strider that was battling Captain America at the beginning of the video, and he won, like a hunter should, against the Titan. And before before he popped Arc Strider, did he not shade step? Because that was definitely the animation for that. But he definitely was not a Night Stalker, but it definitely was the shade step animation. Just as for Gunslinger, they kind of just like now. They kind of do like a gunslingers kind of do like a step to the side and they like twirl. They look cool when they do it. But
yeah,
that
it's
blade
kind of like
dancer,
Prince.
yeah,
Oh my gosh.
that blade dancer when he shade stepped, he didn't have a knife because he meleeed after he did that. He punched. Why do my hunters use their fists instead of their knives? What's going on with
hearing about that.
Because we hunters don't mingle with the common filth. All right, you're too good for us to touch, so we throw knives into your head.
Plasmic, here's the thing. He was holding 3 knives in his hand, kind of like Wolverine. Just then went away.
That sounds about right.
I have to do my research on that.
Like,
Snaps
That's
with
one
the
thing I
demo.
did notice. He definitely punched it, and it definitely looked like it could have been like a, what's that Titan melee that one shots you sometimes whenever it feels like it.
Storm grip.
a melee that one oh you mean Warlock.
No,
Storm
close
grip?
to it. It's
What?
the striker. Storm grip
Yeah,
Overload.
Storm
Yes,
Grip
that one.
Overload.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that
Stupid-ass
punches
melee
self-res
charge.
back into the
I
ground.
hate
Yeah, that one.
melee. Oh my god.
That's what it looked like. It kind of looked like Storm Grip, but that's what I'm thinking. I noticed that, but that's about it.
Have to rewatch that. Yeah. Snaps, do you mind showing us your IS Luna? I saw that earlier. But I didn't play
Oh
that.
no, I don't.
Whip it out, yo.
Whip it out.
Y'all want to see my big gun?
It's amazing.
That's dope.
It's pretty fun, and it's actually pretty heavy, and it's like
Is
very
it wood or foam
enjoyable.
core?
It's what do you call? It was 3D printed,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
so it's nice and sturdy, and it's fucking awesome. And I get to point it at the camera when I'm feeling really aggressive, which I really enjoy because I'm feeling really aggressive a lot. Plus, it's
I
just
like
fun
that.
to play with when you're sitting here like me and you have ADD and you have toys around you.
Sounds heavy.
I want one. You make
is.
me want a Luna now.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty dope. You can hit up my friend. He does them.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, get that little sales pitch in there.
His name was Moonshark Gaming, but I think that's still what he is on Twitter. I don't know. He changed his Twitch name to like Mr. Salty, but he does commissions for him and he donates some stuff to charity for it too. So I dig
Oh, that's
it.
awesome.
Can you twirl it like the last word?
I will wind up breaking some shit in my office.
Oh man.
That is dangerous. Like I can try. Oh no, never mind. This one doesn't have a little. I can't actually. I got a squirt gun here. I was gonna try twirling, but the trigger isn't. I can't put my finger through it. So.
Feels bad.
Alright guys, so let's move on to our ending question of the night. It's our food question. So, what is your favorite late night snack? I did see your tweet, I think it was yesterday, Snaps, about that you like food. It was like Nemo and Stitch tweet. I thought that was pretty funny. So I do want to throw this on you first. What is your favorite late night snack? Because I know everyone has to have a favorite late night snack.
Man, I love food. I eat so much food. If my house is fully stocked and I can pick anything, then probably popcorn with lots of butter.
Ooh, yes. Popcorn
And salt.
Nice.
Yes. That's good choice. I like that. J-Ram.
Thanks, I know.
Late night snack. It's one of 3 things. A cold slice of pizza.
Mm-hmm.
A bowl of Reese peanut butter cups, or peanut butter puffs, I mean. Or and this is gonna sound absolutely horrible because I'll eat the whole sleeve, but a can of Pringles.
Oh.
Pringles is
I mean,
good.
once you
Oh,
pop,
my.
you can't stop. You have
Yeah,
to.
Yeah. So
and
good.
all 3 of them pair well with an extremely ice cold can of Coca-Cola Classic.
I thought he was going to say PBR there for a second.
No, I don't
wondering
drink.
if
This
you're
would be
going
weird.
with that, but like you calling it Coca-Cola Classic, I feel like we're in that like part of Wayne's World where they're like
Well-
talking about how they're like selling out to sponsors.
There's a reason why I say
A
that.
Coca-Cola Classic.
Yeah, the one day in class, one of my students asked me, they were like, or I said, hey, I just had a nice drink of Coke, and one of my students goes, should we have a conversation? And I'm like, it's Coca-Cola Classic, not the nose candy Mr. Yuck stuff. So I've gotten accustomed to saying Coca-Cola Classic.
It would have been way cooler
Tonight's
if it
Destiny
had like a
Tracker podcast
bottle.
brought to you by
Yeah.
Coke.
Like after you say, and a nice Coca-Cola Classic, you like pop the top
Pop
and
it.
like, very dramatically sip and
There you go. But that's it. Yeah, all three of those pair well with a can of Coke.
All right, Plasmic.
Okay, so my pick is extremely niche, but if I don't have it, so it's kind of like two things. There's this candy called Almond Roca. I don't know if anyone has ever had that, but it's like chocolate, but it has peanut brittle, I think, on the inside, and it's wrapped around the chocolate, and then the chocolate has like little, I don't want to say poppy seeds because they're not poppy seeds, but it's something, and it just tastes great. But if I can't have that, then I'll settle for like some caramel corn or some wheat thins.
All right,
No, thanks.
Puban.
All right, so mine is like almost like J-Ram, one of three things: either Oreos with milk, a bowl of cereal, or
Yeah.
this is general, but leftovers. I love to raid my fridge in the middle
Yeah,
of the night, just some leftover dish, and then I just pull it open and like eat it in the dark. Sometimes.
But you leave the door of the fridge open.
Yeah, so you get
Oh,
just
absolutely.
a little
That's
bit
the
of
key.
light there, but yeah,
That's
leftovers.
the key.
You
I
pinch
think the
it
important
everything
thing
out.
though is how do you eat the Oreos and milk?
I don't.
And what kind of Oreos? So on your
I gotta
Oreo, what's
soak-
your
Why, Puban?
I said I have to soak my Oreo completely. It has to be like just saturated with milk.
You do full dunk.
Full dunk.
oh?
All right.
Do
Well,
full dunk.
you're a
And then it
psychopath.
just-
That's cool.
What's your ratio of cream to cookie though?
What?
Like you do double stuff?
It depends. Sometimes I do double stuff. Sometimes regular. It all depends on what's in the jar at that given time.
Okay.
All right,
But that's me.
Dan.
I'm with Puban and J-Ram on the cereal kick. Honey bunches of oats with almonds with a little bit of milk goes
Yeah.
a long way towards putting you to bed. Also, Ginny gets these delicious little olives from Whole Foods, and I will sometimes do not tell her this. She does not listen to the podcast. I will sometimes grab a hold of those. I'm looking at them right now, and they're delicious.
Oh my gosh.
Do you eat garlic stuffed olives?
Yes, 100%.
Those are delicious. Oh,
Yes,
good lord.
100%.
No.
Just like pop two or three of those. Go back, like sneak back into bed. She doesn't know a thing has happened. She comes back. She goes, "Oh, we're out of olives." I have no idea how that happened. And then we just get more olives and move on.
I saw you eating olives the other day, hon. Don't you remember that? You were going to town on those olives. You like plant fake memories.
Hun, I think those olives are haunted. They just keep disappearing.
How many people are in your household? Because you might think you're pulling a fast one here, but if there's only two of you, I think she
There
knows
is only
you're
two
eating
of
the
us.
olives. I think
See,
she's
this
on
used-
to you, bro.
This used to work better when we had two other roommates. Because then I'd be like,
You're gonna
Damn
change
it,
up tactics.
damn it, that Sam, he keeps eating all those olives.
Damn it,
Oh,
Sam.
I'll talk to him. I'll get some cash for him. But really, it was me. And so, yeah.
All right. And Snaps, what is your favorite late night snack?
Oh, I told you first, man.
Yeah,
Popcorn.
cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll talk about
God.
food all day,
I
though. You want to keep
just-
going?
We're waiting for your late night snack.
Ice cream,
Yeah.
leftovers, or M&M's. Oh fuck! I just dropped them.
Mix
But
them
yeah.
all together.
Yeah.
Oh.
What kind
Let
of
me
what
throw out there also, it goes without saying that a good late night snack, a beer. Always just a beer.
Oh
Beer's
yeah,
always a late night snack.
that puts me right out.
All right, guys. So, thank you guys for listening to the 37th episode of the DTR Podcast. Next week we have Wish You Luck, and on July 28th we have the voice actor for Goal, which I'm super excited for. Where he's gonna come on the show and we're going to rip his brain apart, but not ask him about D2 because no spoilers. Okay.
We can ask him about the beta, right?
I do know actually.
It's happening. I don't care.
I thought it was nothing D2
I mean,
related.
Yeah.
by that time the beta would have been in and out.
Yeah.
So I think beta questions are okay.
All right. Let's see. Let's see. But yeah, thank you, Snaps, for joining us this week.
Thanks for having me. This
Yeah,
was
thank you
fun.
very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So, where can we find you
You're the
on
bomb.
social media?
Everything is under SheSnaps Gaming, pretty much. My Instagram, my Twitter, my YouTube is all SheSnaps Gaming. My Snapchat is just BJJ, like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, not the dumb stuff you're probably thinking. I'm on to you.
Alright. Puban, where can we find you on social media, man?
You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Puban_games. Nice and simple and streamlined.
Alright, sweet. J-Ram.
Every social media outlet, J_Rambo9119. Hit me up.
Plasmic.
You can find me at Twitter at plasmic_leaf.
Alright, and Dan.
Twitter and Instagram at DanFinitWitch. On Twitch, you can find me at DanFinity. And you can find me here on Destiny Tracker on Tuesdays and Sundays.
Sweet. So, you guys can find me on Twitter at J_DTR. You guys can find Destiny Tracker on YouTube at Destiny Tracker and on Twitch at Destiny Track. Don't forget, on Tuesday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, we have the D2 data is going live, and we will kick off our 120-hour stream. I'm super excited for that. Alright, guys, so thank you guys for listening to the 37th episode of the DTR Podcast. My name is Jay, and we will see you all next week with Wish You Luck. Adios.
Yeah, GG.
Nice shades.
I love you guys.
Alright, guys.
You guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Ah!